Hi everyone. So we are going to start the seventh episode of Anyone Python. Uh, Last class we have learned the for loop, which can handle any repeated job or command, Python command. So because computer really hate any repeated job, and also it's very good to do again and again. So how to handle such a thing? So we can use the for loop. When we use the for loop, so there are list of target. So for example, we have used the range. For if you want to do the 5 times, we can use a range 5. So it's a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 times is repeated. So today I'm going to introduce another, the loop. So repeated job the used by Python program, which is called the while loop. Okay, so however, before we start, I'd like to introduce a very interesting topic. So between computer and a human being, how we can communicate each other because computer is the computer, is a hardware. But human being, it might be different than how we can use, how we can understand the computer. That's very important. To do that, let me change our screen to the whiteboard. Okay, so this is the our whiteboard. So let me draw this. So why don't you guess what is this one? So here, so another one, and another one, and something, and here, and here, and here. So can you guess what is this? Yes, this is called the World Wide Map. So I'm not very good at the drawing something, but this is the map. So I'm going to point to several the area. So here is one of them. There is another one, and also third one, and the fourth one. So can you guess what is the common thing of these four areas of the world? So there's one, and there's another one, and the third one, and fourth one. Can you guess? Anyone who can guess what is the common thing of the point area of the world? So marked here in the blue part. So let me give the hint. There's something like this, and there's something like this, and also there's something like this, and also this one. Excuse me. So yes, this is the area, especially the delta area. So they are the delta area of the what? The river. So this one is the Nile River. So we have the Nile River, and this one is do you know what's the name of this river? This is a Tigris and Euphrates, the river. What about this one? Yes, it's the Indus River. And this one, definitely, is in China. It's the Yangtze River. So the things of these four areas are, you probably can guess right now. This is the human civilization area. So we learned that there are four, the cradle of the human civilization. So one is the Nile River, and another one is the Euphrates and Tigris, the river. The third one is the Indus River, and the last one is the Yangtze River. So all the cradle of the human civilization comes from nearby the delta of the river. Why? Do you know why it's always the human civilization, the born around the river? Because there are a lot of food. Specifically, the delta area. So this area and this area, this area, this area, it's a really, really fertilized soil. Because the Nile, the end of Nile, the approaching the ocean, is a lot what? Flooding. So flooding. So after flooding, flushed out, wipe out, what happened? It's a new soil coming in. So there, the area is really fertilized, and we can have harvest, huge harvest, which means the people get around here, they don't have to hunting or the moving around to find something to eat. Instead, they can stay around here. So then this area, the pack of the people, they need what? They need the government. So because there are a lot of issues when the people are getting and living together, so they need something law enforcement like the government. Then government is not free service. You need to pay something. So what do you pay? So that is the tax. So tax, it should be fair. So nobody likes the tax, but should be fair to everyone. So whenever there are something the flooding at the time, they need to measure. And so they actually they have very nice the geometry, and it's the starting of the mathematics. And also to pay for the tax, I want to pay the less tax. Then based on what? They need to calculate the area of land and my property, then pay based on that the property, the people pay the kind of prorated the money that is called the tax. So which means they need to count and also they need to calculate. So their geometry and algebra are so good. So that is the reason India and Arabia and such as Egypt and Nile. So it's the kind of the origin of the mathematics. Then people try to use the number for counting and the calculation. Then how many number? So they think about they try to first time use the finger. So 0, 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. What happened after 10? So they consider the digit. Okay. So after 9, it should be another digit. Then that represents 10. And after that, another multiplied by 10 is 100 digit, and so on. So eventually we have decimal number system. That's the history of the decimal number system. So people, human being, human society, really good at such a decimal number system. As name implies, so you can see that DEC means what? 10. So we are going to use the 10 different numbers from 0 to 9. Then using that, we can represent the infinity number. That is the idea of the decimal number. So we like, the human being, like to use such a decimal number. However, what about the computer? Do you think the computer understands the decimal? So what is, by the way, computer? So at the beginning of the Anyone Python, the season 1, I introduced the history of computer. Our history starts from computer history starts from the what? This kind of, so there is the marble. So it's abacus. Then after abacus, we have something device. It's like the gear and the mechanic and the calculator. It's old calculator. But still, we cannot say that this is the modern computer. Even though this is old, the computer, but still it's a mechanical computer. So, but after we have what? So we are going to call this device as a real computer. So what is this? This one is electricity. So once we have the electricity, then we are going to use an electric device for computer system. Then such an electronic device, electric computer, is considered as a modern computer system. Then what is such an electricity? So to understand the electricity, So let's go back to the science class, the middle school. So probably the elementary school or the middle school, we have learned about V equal IR. So anyone who remember this, V is equal to IR. So what's the name of this equation? This is a very popular and most important, the rules of the electricity. Electrical engineering definitely should know the V is equal to IR. So what is this? This one is called, anyone who knows? This is called Ohm's law. So you heard about the Ohm's law. So this is called the Ohm's law. So here what is the V? V is indicating what? Voltage. Yes, very nice. And what about the I? I indicate, yes, it's current. And what is R? R is resistance. So it's called the resistance. So what is the voltage? Just the simple definition of the voltage. So to understand that anything is consists of any material and element that basically consists of what? We have the neutron, proton is the plus, and we have the neutron, and also we have what? Electron. So that is the basic element of our element. Then this electron is moving around. It's moving here to here, here to. So this is called the what? This is called the current. So current is actually the moving. Then voltage is like the power. Okay, it's a power, pressure, like that. So if we have resistance is blocking such a moving electron, so current is blocking. If high resistance, meaning is V, pressure is not changing. Pressure is not, voltage is not changing. Instead, the current will be lower because it's a high pressure. So there is narrow. So current is the less. But if you reduce the resistance or the resistance, almost no resistance, high current, but the voltage is not changing. So this is used for digital circuits. So if you are major in the electrical engineering, you definitely know this. Then we can represent this as this simple digital circuit, the diagram. So this is the voltage. So actually the current electron is moving minus to the plus this way. If there is a resistance, then it will be like this. So depending on the resistance, our current can be represent high current and lower current, and low the resistance and high the resistance, like that. So we can control the currents by the different resistance. Then eventually we can use the low current as 0, high current as 1. So which means using electronic circuit, we are able to represent such a 0 or 1, which means this one is computer electric device can represent what? Binary. So computer likes to use the binary. So this binary actually, so for example, the Einstein invented what? This one. What is this? This is a bird. The Einstein, Edison, Thomas Edison, yes. So Thomas Edison developed, invented the light bulb. How? This is the what? This is the resistance. if there is a resistance like the filament, this will be high resistance, so a lot energy because it's narrow the current. So high energy will be light out. So it will be light out such a thing. The problem was if high resistance is a burnout. So what the Edison did was we can make a vacuum inside. And it's not burning, it's just light out. So it's a bulb, it's on. So it's a 1, and if we turn off, it's a 0. So we can represent the 0 or 1 using such a bulb. Then this, the bulb. So it's just a 0 or 1. It's only 1 digit, yes or no. We need more. Then this one actually combined with this kind of thing. So this is called turn it off, turn it on, then transistor. So transistor can be used if you, I'm not sure whether you know, when I was young, we had the transistor radio. So it was the kind of the fun and the very expensive toy to assemble the transistor radio. So transistor is such a bulb, 0 or 1 plus a switch. This one is a switch, then we can control the current. So usually, such a transistor has 3 legs because it has a switch and plus minus like this. Then, but transistor can represent only 1, 0 or 1. It's a 1 digit, too low. So why don't we combine more, integrate the circuit? That will be IC. So using IC, we can represent much more the number bit. So 0 or 1, this. Then, even that's not enough. We can very large, VLSI. Then this will be the semiconductor, and they are used for our computer system. So computer use such a binary. However, human being use the decimal. So that is a problem. So we are using different number system. So we are familiar with the 10, the decimal number system, but the computer used the binary number system. To bridge the gap, we need the data structure. So we are going to arrange a lot of 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, like this into the decimal number. This decimal number eventually alphabet A, B, C, D using something, the code. So next time I'm going to introduce how we can use such the binary number to represent such alphabet and our language and everything. Okay, so basically it used the data structure. That's I believe the most important part of to understand the computer. Okay, so next time I will introduce how we can change and convert such a binary number to the decimal and decimal number to the binary. Eventually how we can use such a number. Very nice. Then let's move to today's topic. So last time we learned about the for loop. So one more time, for loop is for the repeated job. This one is good for the repeated job. Repeated how many times? Is under the list. So for example, we have the for and in, then I and range and file. Then don't forget the colon, and there is a move. Then how many times move? Range 5 means 5 times repeated. 5 times loop. So move 5 times will be repeated. This code block will be loop. How many times? Range 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 times. So, or we can use any types of list over here, which means we know the target, how many times. We know what should be loop, repeated. At that time, we can use such a for loop. So for loop can be used for the when you know the target, when you know this one, then we can repeat it. For example, if the teacher asks you for each student, compute the GPA, then we know the target. Who are the target students? For each student, we can do. However, if the teacher asks, so why don't you calculate the average until no student coming? We don't know how many students are coming, but until no student, there is no student, then we can stop. But otherwise, we need to calculate the what? The average, the GPA. So at that time, to use the for loop, we don't know what is the range of that. We don't know what is the list of that. How many students are coming? Instead, we need to check the every time. If there is a student, we do. If there is no student, we are going to stop. So at that time, if you do not know the target, if you do not know the target for the loop, then we can use at this time, we can use the while loop. So while loop can be used for when you do not know how many times you loop, how many times you repeat it. Instead, how do we know? When we stop, we are going to test. This is called the test, or sometimes called the evaluation. So evaluate if that is the true and loop. True means loop. And if false, not true, and exit the loop, stop the loop. So for example, this is the syntax how to use the loop. While, and that's it. Very simple. Then we can put the test statement here. Test. So what will be the test statement? It will be several ways, but mostly we can use function to test. Function to test. So whether is there any student? Yes or no. So is there any the block? Yes or no. Is it the 7 o'clock? Yes or no. All of them are test statement. Then don't forget to put the colon. So colon means there will be code block. Code block for what? It's the loop. So this, for example, move. You can move until end of the word like that. So you can do the loop, move. How many times? We don't know. Until when? Test is true. So until true, keep going. So output of this test, this one is called the Boolean. So this is called the Boolean, yes or no, true or false. If true, do it this. If false, exit while loop. So very simple. So today we are going to use this while loop to solve the problem of what? The repeated. So as I said, the programmer really hate such a repeated job. Instead, we can use for loop if you know the target of the loop. If you do not know, but it's just a condition, then test, then we can use the while loop. Let's see the example. So let me change this. So the problem of today's the first problem is the place many people problem. Okay, we did. So this is the last one. So this is the review one. So how can we solve this problem? So we can use the for loop, like that. But oops, this is the So episode 6, we need to have the episode 7, right? So that's the 4. Okay, let me start the 7. Let's find our lecture. Yes, this is the 7. Okay. Then so while of, yes. So we have the while of. So first problem is move to work. So move to work means, so let me explain our problem today. So initially the Carol is here. So Carol is here. So what we're gonna do is we are going to move Carol to the end of the word. So position here. How can you solve the problem? So very simple. Just move. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times the move. So why don't you do it? So we are going to start the first program with why don't you open your PyCharm and click the project, and then going to today's the first problem is the move to word here. So just like the previous example, delete the past. Then we are going to move how many times? 6 times. So move. This is not so good. So we don't want to type again and again. So but we learned the what? For loop. So we are going to use the for loop range 6, right? And don't forget colon over here. Then move how many times? Range is 6 times. That's it. It's a very simple, right? So let's run the program. Okay. So let's run the program. So here, so run, and then run. Then this is the episode 7, move to word. Then you can click. Then it will start like this. So just run the program. Yes, this is correct. There might be a problem. What if we change the word? Let me change the word. Let me load the 5x5. So what if I run the program again? Run program. It will be crashed. Why? Because we specified the 6 times of move. But this one is how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. To correct the problem, we need to do what? We need to change the code. Then run it again, like this. Run it again. Then select the load and 5x5 and run the program again. Then it's correct. But what if you change it again? 3x3 and 8x8. We need to change it again. So this is not a good idea. If the target, how many times move, we don't know. It depends on the map. So at this time, we can use what? While loop. So while loop, using the while loop, then, so we learn. How can we? Why? So this is the syntax using what? We need to test. But we don't know. How can we test? So Carol provide such a test function, which is called the test function. Oops. So let me go back. Yes. So Carol provide the test function. This the test function a lot. So why don't you? So let me move to the next, and why don't you go to this link? So this is the link for the, let me, oops. And copy link. Then I'm going to start. I'm going to share this link to the chat box also. And I'm going to start with this. Then the paste. Then if you go to the link over here, you will see the reference. Then the Carol provide this function, test function. So for example, front is clear. If front is clear, which means if there is no word in front, then yes, true. Otherwise, false. The beeper present means if there is a beeper, true. If not, false. So, and the beeper in back, if I have beeper had, the Carol has the beeper, is it true? If not, it's a false. Left is clear. If left-hand side of Carol is clear, no word, is true. Otherwise, false. And the right is clear, right-hand side is no word, is true. Otherwise, the first. And also facing north, is moving north, yes, true. Facing south is true. And the facing east, true. Facing west, true. Otherwise, false. This right-hand side function is the opposite of this function. So we can use this function when we are using while loop. So for example, if we go back, so here, so test, our goal is, let me go back to the problem again. So our problem is make the Carol is moving to the end of the word. So whenever you move, check the next. What is the next? The front is clear or not. So we can use front is clear. If true, then we can move. If not clear, so for example, here. So if not clear, so at the end, it's not clear, which means front is clear, it's a false. False means out of the roof, then it will be end. One more time. So front underscore is underscore clear. Front is clear is a test function. It's a test. Test what? Whether front is clear or not. If when the Carol is here, front, there's no word, it's clear, it's a true, so move. And once again, move, once again, move. But when the clear, oh, there is a word, so it's a false. Then false means out of the roof, then it will be end like this. So let's run the program. So we are going to run the program, and then run it. So we are going to run the program here. And move, and stop. Yes, good, but not done yet. So we are going to test with a different size. This time, the 5x5. And run the program again. We don't have to change the program. It works. And also, what about the smaller one? 4x4. And run the program. Yes, it works. Any program is running. Any map. So we are going to test even 1x1. And run. It works because front is clear, it's a false. So it's not, move is not running and out of the loop like this. So this is called the while loop. So while loop use what? It's a test function. So we are going to use such a test function. If a test function is true, then test function is true, then doing the loop code block. At this time, we can use the code block. If we have the multiple command, we can run this as a one loop. Then check it again. Then check the front is clear. It's clear? Then run this code block command. And then go back to the test function again, check it. So is it true? And do it again. And again. Then finally, if front is clear, it's not clear. So false. Then false means we are not going to run this, just out of loop, then run the next command. In this case, there's no more command, so it will be exit, like this. So that is called the while loop. So while loop, unlike the for loop, it uses the test function. If test function always either true or false. If true, then run this code block statement. If false, then do not run this part, just exit while loop, and next command will be run. So this is a while loop. Okay, very nice. Then let's solve another problem. So this is the first program that we have done with what? While loop. Okay, so why don't you do it? So I will give the couple minutes to run the program. Okay, so what you're gonna do is first open your PyCharm and go to the Anyone Python project, and then select the episode 7 move to work. Okay, episode 7 move to work, and delete the path. Delete the path and using while loop. While loop simple. While, then test function is the front is clear. Okay, then we can, if true, and move until when? So false. That means it's a meeting the word. Okay, so very nice. So why don't you do it and see what's happened. I'm going to show you the carrot test function also here. So if you are done, why don't you read, or you can go to the link like this. This is the same link that I gave you at the first, the carrot class. Is the stand for the home of the carrot. Do I need to memorize this function? No. So whenever you need, you can check it like later. So I need something function to check the beeper or not, beeper present, or left is clear, right is clear, beeper in back, facing north, and these are the function, test function can be used for carrot. Is it used for the general Python programming later? No, not that much. This one is only for carrot programming. So to learn how to do the programming. So this is a carrot function. Okay. Are they working well? So hopefully, then we are going to move on to the next problem. Also, this is our solution. Okay, very nice. Next problem is this time, not just moving. Why don't you put the beeper? So you can see here. Our next problem is, so carrot is moving, but every spot we are going to put this. What is this? This is a beeper and moving, and while the carrot is moving, and put all the beeper like this. Okay, so why don't you start? This time I'd like to give you the priority first to try to solve the problem. Why don't you do it? Okay. At this time, please use the beeper line back problem. So you can find the beeper line back, and please delete the path and start your code. Please try. That is the best way to solve and improve your programming skill. Then run the program whether you can put all the beeper in a line like this. Okay. Okay, so how does it work? Is it successful? Let's try. So first, we are going to use while loop because it should run in the different map. So instead of for loop, we are going to use while loop. So while, then until when? It's the end of the word, which means we can use front. It's clear. If you do not know, you can just click. So the power of using IDE. Then don't forget colon. Colon means what? It's a starting code block over here. Very nice. Then we can move, but don't forget there's one more task. It's a put beeper. So we can put beeper. Okay, then move. Until when? Until front is clear, false, which means it's a word. Very nice. So it looks good. So let's run the program. Okay, so to run the program, run and run. And this is the beeper line, the back. Okay, so we have the carrots word. Then ready, run the program. Put beeper, move. Put beeper, move. Put beeper, move. Yes, it's a finish it without any problem. Do you think it's perfect? Not sure. Let's change it. The map. Let me try 5, smaller one. Run the program. It looks okay. There's no problem, no crash here, but still something different from the previous one. So let's go back to the 7x7 again and run the program. It's still okay. While loop is working well, but comparing to this, what are the different? So what are the different? This one and this one. What are the difference? Can you see the difference? Yes, the last one, there is no beeper. There's no beeper, so can be easily solved. So why not? Just put beeper. So do you think it works? Let's run. So let me run the program. Then here, run program. What happened? Is it perfect? So there is a beeper last one. The problem is in the middle, there are 2 beepers for each spot. There are 2 beepers. What happened? Let's follow our code. So we are going to start the test first. So Carol was here the first time. Then check whether front is clear. Yes, front is clear. There's no word. So we can run the code block. So inside the loop. So put beeper. So we can put beeper. Okay, then move. The Carol is here. Then put beeper. So we are going to put a beeper. Okay, so that is currently the Carol is here. Then test front is clear. Yes, it's clear. There is no word. So run the code block, the loop, the put beeper. So we can put one more beeper. It's a 2. It's gonna be 2 beeper. Then the move. So Carol is moving to here. Then the put beeper. So we can put beeper here. Then the test again. Front is clear. Yes, it's clear. So put beeper. So it's gonna be 2. And move. We can continue here. So put beeper is 1. Okay. Then test it. Front is clear. Yes, clear. So put beeper is gonna be 2. Then this one put beeper. Then test it again. Front is clear. No, it's not clear. So end of loop. So that is the reason. In the middle, they are 2 beepers, but at the end, it's 1 beeper. That's not what we want. What we want is like the 1 beeper for each line, for each spot in a line. So how can we solve that problem? This is the very important concept used in the while loop in any programming. So this is called the fence post problem. Let me explain what is a fence post problem. So I'm in US. The US, most of the house, they do not have wall. Instead, sometimes they put the wall, the fence like this. So then recently, my neighborhood put the fence. So when they put the fence, they'd like the post. This is a fence post. Then they put another post. Then finally they can put the fence like this. So then if they want more fence, first put the fence and at the post, then the fence. And the post, then fence, like this. Eventually, they will have this kind of the fence with the post. Here, how many posts in this case? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7 post. How many fence? How many fence can you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fence. So we need 6 fence, but how many posts do we need? It's a 7, which means 1 more post. So as you can see, to set up the 1 fence, we need 1 more fence, the post than the fence. That makes sense because you can see the here and here, so both sides should have the post. And inside is a fence. So always we need 1 more post. So this is called the fence post problem. If we go back to here. So we are going to put the put beeper and move. Put beeper, move. Put beeper, move. Put beeper, move. And put beeper, move. Put beeper, move. Put beeper, move. Then we need 1 more put beeper. So how can we do that? So we are going to put 1 more the post over here. The move is out of what? It's out of the while loop. For while loop, it should be identical. 1 loop, another loop up to here. But we need 1 more, the post. That is this. So this is called the fence post problem. When you are using while loop, you should be careful for this fence post problem. Always, the 1 more time, run the command, the last command. Okay, 1 more time, run the last command. So then we can see whether it works or not. Just run and run the program. Yay! Well, it's an error, something wrong. Then what's the problem? What will be the problem? It's not move, it's a put beeper. Okay, so again, this time, this is the put beeper and move. Put beeper, move. And put beeper, move. Then the while loop is done. But we need one more post, that is a put beeper. Okay, so let's run it again. We can run the program. Then run the program here. Okay, move, 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 and move. Exit loop, then put beeper. Finally, it's yes. So let's try the different map. 5. Run program. Yes. What about the 1 by 1? Let's try the 1 by 1. Run program. Yes, even though 1 by 1 is working. So fans post problem will be happen when you are using the while loop. Okay. So this is a while loop, but we still need one more time of the run the code of the loop. Okay. We can put the command outside the loop. Okay, like the fence. When you build a fence, you need one more the post. This is called the fence post problem. So fence post problem will be happen a lot when you are using the while loop. So you can, it's kind of the pattern of your programming. So whenever you are using while loop, you need to always think about, do I need the fence post problem? So if you need it, then you can put one more time of the command outside the while loop. So this is the fence post problem. Very nice. So why don't you do the fence post problem? So your code will be like this one. So why don't you do it by yourself then? Go see the result, whether you can line up all the beeper like this. Okay. Always, when you are using while loop, you need to think about whether is this the fence post problem. If yes, you are going to put the command one more time out of while loop. Okay. Let me give you the 2 more minutes to solve the problem. So while loop, when you are using the while loop, so it's a keyword. Don't forget the colon. Then inside you can put the test statement. So Carol provide several very nice test problem. All this problem output is true or false. So in case of true, we are going to run the loop code block. If false, then it's out of loop. So this one will be run. So there are more such a test function. Okay, why don't you check your Carol reference? You don't have to memorize. Okay, so whenever you need, you can just check the link. Then one more important thing when you are using while loop is called the fence post problem. So because fence need one more post than the number of fence. So sometimes, not always, sometimes you miss. So you need to run the command one more time out of loop. Okay, that is a proof paper here. So when you run the program, it will be running. Okay. Hopefully, everybody can follow and run the program. Okay, one more thing. It's a challenging problem. It's called the put before all side. Why don't you open your the beeper line, the code, then let me explain the problem. Here, what you're gonna do is put beeper all four side. So how can we do that? before we start, think about how can we solve the problem. You need to decide the problem. So first thing is, it's a four side, right? So this side, and this side, and this side, and this side. How many sides? Four sides. So we can repeat the 4 times. We know how many times. So at that time, what command we can use? If you know the target, if you know how many times, we can use for loop. For loop, how many times? 4 times. Then what we need to do is put the beeper one line. Okay, put the beeper one line. So at the time we can use inside while loop. So that is the overall, the design of the solving this problem. Very nice. Then you can start. So why don't you don't have to wait for me. So you can just start the program. Then I'm going to start too. So how many times? We can do the 4 times. So it will be a good idea to create the put beeper line. Beeper line, the function. So we are going to create the beeper line function. Okay. So why? So we learned how can we do that. So front is clear. Okay. Then do you remember the previous one? So we already did here. Put beeper and move put beeper. You can copy and paste even. So this is our code. Yes. So this is a beeper line. So it's a one line. For one line we can put the beeper. Then in the main, what we're gonna do is we run the 4 times. For loop. How many times? In range, 4 times. Okay. Then run the beeper line. Beeper line. It looks good, but we need to think about one more thing. After we put the old beeper over here and turn left, then it will be this direction. So we need to do the one more thing, turn left. It looks good, right? So we are going to run the program. So this is the beeper line here. So it's over here. Then run the program. Little bit speed up. Little bit speed up. Yes, it looks good. Yay! It looks like done, but the problem is there are problems. You can see. So why don't you take a look at the corner? It's 2, and also 2, and also 2, and also 2, right? That's different from our problem. So we need to put only one beeper, right? So let's take a look at the code back. See what's the problem. So whenever we put the beeper one line, one side, so beeper line and turn left. So there might be no problem here. But however, problem is here. We are going to put the beeper up to here. Then when you start, put beeper again. Because of that, so one line and one line. So there might be 2 beeper at the corner. So at this time, actually, we don't have to worry about fence post problem. Think about it. When you put the fence like this one, and it's like the area. So when you put a fence like this post, you don't have to put the 2 posts over here. One post will be used for this one and this one. Because of that, you don't have to worry about fence post problem. It's like this. So not always a fence post problem happen. So you should be careful. So checked whether I need the fence post problem or not. So then hopefully this one is running. So let's run the program and see what's going on. Little bit speed up. Yes, it's a corner one beeper. Each corner has a one beeper. That's done. Let me change the size of the map. So this time what about this one? It's not square. Do you think it's working? Just run the program. Yes, even still the non-square case is working. That is the power of while loop. Okay, and also do not put the fence post problem solution like the additional comment. So you need to check your problem to make your program correct. Okay, that's it. So today we learned how to use the while loop. So we learned the two most important while loop, loop, for loop, and while loop. Next class, the most important command in any program language, which is if, the if conditional statement we are going to cover. Thanks so much, and we will see the next episode. Thank you.